Moving straight on with the action, please welcome your first fighter to enter the cage, Manuel Zato.
Back after the break here at the Rise of Champions, and we continue to really up the ante here. The first candidate in this bout here tonight out of Urban Kings, Manuel Zato. Out of the blue corner, Dean, a former judoka, a guy who's really been all around, training in tons of different disciplines, worked hard in the striking, trained a lot of jiu-jitsu under Jude Samuel. Shout out to Ashley Grimshaw there, one of his coaches at Urban Kings. And really came into this fight in great shape, very tough, very, very strong, great passing game, great top game, typical judoka.
Manuel Zato comes in, excellent core stability, beautiful strength in his lower section of his body. It enables him to get those insane throws that he's known for. You touched on the passing game of this young man. He has got a pass that will smash anybody's guard, so watch that. When he goes to the mat, he'll look to pass into side control and do damage from there.
Getting the final preparations here from the commission here at Rise of the Champions. Manuel, from Spain originally, moved to London and really got in with what's been an outstanding camp there at Urban Kings. A lot of great strikers, a lot of great grapplers, obviously, under Jude and the rest of the team. And here he comes into the ring, Manuel Zato.
And ladies and gentlemen, your second fighter making his way to the cage, Ignat.
And here his opponent is, out of the fighter's entrance, Ignat from Team Titan, 3-1. A lot of positivity, a lot of self-belief backstage from the Team Titan member earlier tonight. Really excited to go out there and take on a tough candidate and an expert campaigner in Manuel Zato. Ignat, very well-rounded, really gonna look to close the distance early, punch his way inside and impose his will, Dean.
Alex coming from the Team Titan, they've been working their striking at range. Look for him to be at range and then wait for the ample opportunity to come in. Excellent pedigree of kicks as well. Look for him to go low then high. Really exciting fight in front of us here, Chris. Both fighters really, really skillful in their own skill set, and who can impose first.
Gonna be absolutely fantastic to see the highly lauded Ignat versus the absolute demolisher and Manuel. And look at Manuel, he's just ready to go, stretching over there in the corner. Ignat here, also eager to get things underway. We'll go back to Grant Waterman.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is in the Rise of Champions lightweight division. Introducing these two warriors, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He weighed in at 152.6 pounds. He is from Spain and represents the Urban Kings. He is Manuel Zato. And standing across the cage in the red corner, he weighed in at 153.4 pounds. He represents Team Titan. He is Ignat. The referee in charge of the action is Sam Amniti.
Two exciting young men ready to kick things off after our break here at the Rise of Champions. Out of the red corner, Ignat from Team Titan, taking on Manuel Zato from Urban Kings. Manuel, the slight edge and experience, but Ignat riding the greater win streak right now.
Ignat on the outside, as we spoke about, likes to pump that jab out to gauge the distance. Zato with a lower stance there, looking for some power kicks early on.
And the threat level absolutely apparent from Ignat. Zato eager to catch those kicks and get a hold of his opponent. It's certainly going to be a monsoon the moment Zato gets in there, because that guy is as intimidating as it comes. Look at that, gets a hold of him, dumps him to the ground. So strong, like a bull in a china shop. Jumps on his back like an orangutan. Sinks in that choke, looking for the figure four. Zato searching for an early finish here. Man.
Zato wasting no time getting up there, looking for that rear naked choke. Needs to secure that other hook, otherwise he might be shaken around here by Alex. Sensing where his opponent is on his back, he's going to look to shake him off there to his right side.
I'm telling you though, Manuel is crazy. He's a total wild man. Fighting is in his DNA. A little high on the back though, but recovering nicely by getting those hooks a little bit deeper.
Both hooks in from Zato. Oh, he opts to stand out, sensing that he was on the outside and falling off the back, and now he's eating these big uppercuts from Alex. Shoots in for a double.
And that's exactly what the Titan camp wanted, was that uppercut, but Manuel commits to the single leg passes very nicely here, keeping that left knee extremely tight to try and slow down his opponent's maneuvering.
Zato, as promised, in side control, looking for the mount. Alex doing the correct thing of putting his knee up to block the mount there, but Zato really savvy with grappling and is able to put some head pressure down in side control and drive that knee through.
Zato slowing down his advance here to maintain this position. Now going to, well, no, he's opted to stay in full side control here. It looked to me like he was going to try to isolate the far side arm for a moment there, but this guy, a total destroyer here. And putting the bigger man in Ignat.
So testing the water for an armbar. Way nearly switched round there, pressure on the head. Alex sensed it and got his head up and his arm out. Excellent defense from Alex on the bottom. He can't hold on to the head of Zato like this.
I was going to say, he's putting Ignat into early adversity. Ignat breathing very, very heavily here.
Zato looking over to his corner for some instruction. Looking for that mount. Really impressed with the downward pressure and the ability for Zato to stay on top and not get swept.
Which has certainly proved difficult for Ignat to have any sort of answer for this here. Gives his back and rolls around. Very nicely done though. I stand corrected from Ignat, doing very neatly there to get back inside. And that is the end of the round. What a wild affair. Man.
So much action going off. I didn't even hear the bell for the last of the round, and nor did the fighters. Big uppercuts from Alex. That's what he needs to do. He needs to keep his distance and work on the outside and catch Zato coming in.
Absolutely crazy stuff. Zato rushing in, getting a hold at multiple points of Ignat. The most advantageous position being full side control there. Ignat able to spin and actually give up his back, Dean, to create a scramble and get back to the feet and land more of those punishing uppercuts. That right uppercut being the most effective strike, certainly for Ignat.
Alex really responsive and explosive on the ground. Zato had excellent top control and stability, but because Alex was so powerful and gave up his back, often grapplers won't do that, but when they do it catches you off guard and perhaps you're not thinking about that, and Zato allowing Alex to stand up inadvertently, and Alex starts to trade off on the feet. See Alex keep this distance, and Zato, when inevitably going for this takedown again, his corner telling him to go up and down, keep changing levels, make Alex think what's coming next, the shot or punches and kicks. Very smart advice from Manuel Zato's corner.
We continue here, and the action absolutely as emphatic as it's been all night. Neither fighter backing down, Dean. It's round two here at the Rise of Champions.
Alex on the outside, booting those front legs away. Zato quite complacent to stand back, throwing some kicks of his own, evening up the scorecards. Nice Superman punch there from Manuel.
The key, really interesting question for me was who was going to lead first and how. And Ignat absolutely finishing most of those combinations with the right. On the flip side, though, it seems to me Manuel is only going to bide his time until he's able to get in and get a hold of Ignat once more, as we saw in the opening stanza, Dean.
Zato going upstairs with those big, powerful kicks. Again, listening to his corner, making Alex think upstairs and then actually going downstairs. Eventually he'll look for that clinch, look for that double leg takedown.
The key thing for Manuel is to audit and exploit. By that I mean see what Ignat's going to lead with, see where Ignat is going to use his footwork and maneuver, and then try and capitalize and get in.
Alex loading up for that uppercut, coming to the right hand. Nice body kicks there by Alex on the outside. Zato senses it, grapples with the leg, up to the cage and a takedown.
Crazy, one more time, Manuel, look at that head pressure. That's a dude who will grind into you and never let go. Look at the way he digs his elbow down. Absolute madness here. Pandemonium, and another candidate for another crazy round of the night at the ROC.
Next level aggressive jiu-jitsu. There's a time to be aggressive, Chris, on the ground, and in jiu-jitsu indeed, the gentle art. But there is a time to force that arm down. There is a time to aggressively pass, but it's calculated. And Manuel Zato is doing an excellent job of that, waiting for his opportunities and also almost forcing, exactly like the mount, straight to the back there, forcing it out of Alex. But Alex, a great job of standing up.
And a wicked knee lands on Zato. A nod from Manuel, the Spaniard. Launching now off that southpaw position with the left cross, a left kick to the inside, attacking that femoral artery. Checked again. Look at Ignat go, though. That guy has absolutely landed some very punishing shots, but Zato takes him down and again passes. Side control for Manuel.
Zato brings up his knee to the hip of his opponent there to stop him turning in and indeed away. Moving up the other leg to the top of the head. Very good side control. Very great technique being displayed from Manuel Zato.
But I'm so impressed with the survival skills of Ignat. You know, Manuel's the type of fighter you got to crush him early or he learns and figures you out and gets you down more. He's done a great job of multiple takedowns here in this fight, particularly in round 2, Dean. But Ignat also showing off some readily utilizable defensive techniques to get back to the upright and land that wicked right uppercut, which really caused some problems for Manuel.
Alex did an excellent job of throwing the really hard teep out to the body. I think that's going to be a key in these later rounds. If he can hurt Zato and make him think twice about coming in, he might be able to land the uppercut. At the moment, if he telegraphs it, Zato's going to move out the way and he's going to shoot in. Or he's just going to keep his distance, which will allow Zato to set up that takedown on the outside. Alex really needs to start attacking the body and then coming up to the top of the head.
And here we go. It's a race to the finish here in the ROC. Third and final round. Chris Hoekstra live on this one with Dean Midhat. Oh. Head kick by Ignat to open things up here in the last 3 minutes.
Striking skills by Alex coming into flavor later on in this fight. He really needs to put a stamp on these kicks and punches. He needs to do some damage and try and look for the TKO or indeed the knockout win. Some aerial techniques from Alex. Very confident there, having his hands down, which could be a no-no in the striking game. Big right hand straight down the pipe, misses its mark.
He's trying to bait Manuel in, and I think it's going to be that uppercut. You see him showing it there. He's got to stay light on those feet and, more importantly, mobile on the outside. 2 steps out would be ideal because that is the problem. Manuel gets a hold of you, and that guy's like a big old buffalo. He just comes charging forward and drags you down.
Excellent job of utilizing that body clinch, trapping Alex's arms so he couldn't post up and pop back up like he did in the second round. Zato on top, looking to place these hooks in from the top. Alex did a great job using his elbows to negate that.
And Manuel did a great job when he wasn't able to get those hooks in to look to his corner. But jumps on his back and gets the right one in pretty deep here.
Manuel needs to be careful about being shaken off. He needs to stay low down on the belt line of Alex and look for that other hook. Otherwise he gets shaken off there, ends up on his back. Let's see if Alex can do some damage now from the top position, if he can secure it up against the cage.
And Manuel shifts his hips, gets around, but then Ignat pops out the back door. Ignat, a look of determination on his face, looking to load up that right hand. Gonna get a moment here to pause the action, to put the gum shield back in. Both fighters put them back. It's secure. Sam Amidi says, let's get things back underway.
Big hooks there from Alex, determined to get this knockout. Zato again with that penetrating shot, stuffs the leg and passes straight to side control.
You gotta be impressed with the speed at which that guy passes, Dean. That was one of the strengths we highlighted during the walkout here, but that has been a key feature of his performance.
His ability to just keep that throughout every single round and do it consistently has enabled him to take Alex down.
And here we go. The clock continues to run. Ignat trying to again escape from that precarious position. Sets up the head kick with a 1-2-10. Manuel covers up, looks to get a hold of him, doesn't see it. But then again, that deeply committed level change. The audience literally roars with approval behind us, Dean.
Looking for the dart stroke here, looking up, perhaps the anaconda. He could turn it into a roll. If he rolled towards his right side, I shook it off. Manuel, very technically savvy, aware of submission defense. But excellent threat in there from Alex, showing he's still in the fight.
Both fighters gaze onwards. Who has done enough to secure the victory here? The crowd, a standing ovation behind us, Dean. What a crazy fight. I thought we'd seen it all tonight in the ROC, but Dean, that had a little bit of something for everybody.
Back and forth war between these two fighters, really trying to impose their will. Zato with the takedown and that dominant side control. Alex with his striking, looking to set up that uppercut. Putting it on some lovely body kicks there in the second and the first round. But as time went on, both fighters noticeably tired. Manuel looking the more tired of the two. Alex still had the explosiveness on the bottom that he could explode out and get to his feet. But will it be enough for the judges to put it in his favor? We will see when we go to the scorecards. Both of these fighters congratulating each other. Excellent sportsmanship here in the ROC.
And we'll go back to Mr. Grant Waterman as the judges' scorecards are tallied up here to get the official announcement here at the Rise of Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a majority decision in favor of your winner. From Spain, Manuel Zato. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for a gallant runner-up, Ignat.